Welcome back to Let's Play Y2K. We're here back at the factory hotel with Michael. This is new. Oh, I thought I was interacting with the jug.
We saw something we never could have imagined. A being made of stars.
Is that what you want to call that?
Galaxy. No, the universe maybe. Compressed into the silhouette of one entity.
I guess the outline.
It hadn't noticed us at first. We were as insignificant to him as the trillions of stars at its core.
Soul Survivor. You know, clearly inspired by the Starmen from Mother. Stardust. Plus 90% life, 90% PP.
It's delicious.
Did someone say force loss? Oh no, this is gonna take... Michael? Why do you have a gun? Holy water and ambrosia. Really, there's nothing to say after that. Those elevator shots just make me think of Silent Hill 2. Okay, maybe...
What the hell was that? What the hell is going on? Wow, what just happened? What? Can you even believe what just happened? Oh man, dude, we need to get your photos developed. Developed? This thing is digital, baby! So what now? Do we just leave? I'm gonna go with yes! Once again, I had left the old factory, frightened and confused.
Wait, that's fucking Bakugo's voice actor?
I didn't have Sammy with me.
Tip, facial hair makes you more attractive. Oh, it's redacted. Again. Clean your shoes if you don't want to be attacked by the fashionable guests. Okay. That's the same icon as the invincibility on that Soul Survivor. order to fit in at the party, you must be well dressed and be funny. Aren't you watching the movie with Crow? Or was that someone else entirely? This child, I'm sorry. My powers weaken in this realm. I can't keep them at bay. Well, I can go through fire. Ah, but I can't get past the... I can't get past the blue ones. Do you care? Yes, you do. Maybe this is the way I actually need to go, though. Because there's a teleporter right here. Ah, that's an ejector. One of these will probably take me the right way. Avoid standing out. No one can make fun of you if you're just like them. It's a fashionable crowd. Alright, can pass through them now. Oh, there's a fence there. You know, I struggled to play Lisa the original. Not because the themes were heavy, but because I could not tell the correlation between anything. Saw your good brother come through. Better not be late for the party. Invitation means nothing without proof of identity. What did you trade your name for? Hope it was worth it. Gary, if you are to reach the party in time, you must travel through hell. The devil hates a happy child. Find a serious attitude to enter. Once you're through, climb the mountain and meet the creators. They will tell you what you must do to reach the party. Oh.
I got you good. You didn't suspect it, but it was I, the handsome crow, all along. That is so funny. Yes, this is awesome. I was supposed to make her laugh and it worked. No idea why it's so funny. Maybe it's a reference to something I haven't seen. I suppose it doesn't matter my motivation, as long as the character understands it.
You're hilarious. I'm going to tell all of my friends about it.
If we meet again in a dream, please forgive my greed. As a fledgling child actor, I must take all roles so that I can refine my craft.
Joker, you can't stop laughing. Let's see, does laughter get me through these ones? It does not.
I have to tell you the funniest story. It was hilarious. I can't stop laughing.
What is it?
Handsome Crow just told me the funniest joke. I was by the swing, and the crow popped out and said the funniest thing.
Be wary of crows, no matter how handsome. Go forth with a serious attitude. Life is dangerous, especially for the nameless children.
Oh, yeah.
Hell calls now. Go bravely.
Must pass through a serious crowd. Tip, you're being very brave right now. I have no idea what is going on with the nameless child. What's the name of your smartest friend? I don't know, I don't really think of my friends in that way. Let's see, what are the random suggestions? This is one of those really awkward things when you record, because I could just hit random. I'll hit random type. Sure. I don't know anyone named Gray. But again, I don't really... This is not how I think of my friends. I don't know anyone named it. It's just a name I like. Name of your polar opposite. This one's an interesting one. Actually, that was a good one for this. Wait, they are watching it together. Warning, Act Studios is the owner of this program for the purpose of copyright. Unauthorized reproduction is prohibited. YIIK, a postmodern RPG, required for viewing. So I waited outside of Michael's house for him to get his transfer cable. I couldn't help but be uneasy. I still didn't know where Sammy was. All we had found was more mystery. Okay, dude, let's go upload these. My mom's on the phone, so if we want to go online, we'll have to go back to your house. Sorry about all the back and forth here. At least now you'll remember where I live. Wait a second, isn't... I thought there was something about a politician. It was the CEO, though. Tip, get a job.
While we waited for Michael's camera to transfer the photos, we began to talk.
I was talking to my cousin about this recently. The lifelong implications of seeing something actually, undeniably supernatural. Specifically, your reflection doing something that you were not doing. He has a 6-year-old daughter. She's really precocious. Apparently, she told my cousin that when she looked into the mirror, she was smiling, but that she knew she wasn't smiling. When I thought about that, I knew it would destroy any respect you had for the rules of life or the boundaries of what could happen. I asked him what he said, and he just shrugged his shoulders and said, kids say weird shit. I pushed him a little bit on the subject later on after he had a few drinks in him, and he said that it scared him to picture his daughter and another version of his daughter in the mirror, smiling when the other looked so miserable. He told me that his wife said his daughter was just confused, that she probably felt sad but was smiling from having fun playing. So inside she wasn't smiling, but outside she was. Maybe she couldn't understand what it meant to look happy outwardly, but feel inwardly depressed. Like as if her vocabulary wasn't enough to express depression. But, I don't know. She is a smart kid, and somehow it felt wrong.
Her reflection smiled at her? That's really creepy. Have you ever had any other experiences with paranormal stuff? Like before?
Not really. I've always had a bit of an interest in it. I always thought that these sort of things follow certain people around. Like there's something that picks a particular person and forces them to see all the weirdness that others miss out on.
You say that with a lot of affection.
I don't know. It's just kind of been my thing for a while. Conspiracies, ghosts, missing people, things like that.
When did you first get into this sort of thing?
I can't remember one thing that really pulled me in. My parents always fell asleep watching TV. They used to sneak into their room and watch those missing persons shows while they were sleeping. Once your mom finally got internet to Frankton, I started checking out some of the more paranormal websites. Before long, I realized that the information was too scattered. I spent a few weekends learning HTML, and before I knew it, Onism 1999 had over 15,000 hits each week.
Wait, you were involved with making Onism 1999?
You didn't know that? I figured that's why you kept talking to me about the missing Asian girl.
No, I just needed to get all that off my chest. Look, Michael, I need to be entirely honest with you, but yeah, just promise me you won't think I'm insane or anything.
Okay, fair enough. What did you lie about?
I met the girl who went missing. Her name is Sammy. I had followed a cat into the abandoned factory, and I found her there. She had been looking for her cat. I just assumed the cat hung out there and she had gone in to try and find him when he didn't go back home. But the thing is, she said some really strange stuff. Stuff about living in the factory, pretending not to know what elevators were. Well, okay, maybe not pretending. I think she really didn't know what they were. There were weird gaps in her knowledge that I had interpreted as her being quirky, but now I wonder if there was actually something really wrong with her.
You saw her yesterday, right? So you saw her after she went missing? That's actually a good thing, Alex. This means she wasn't taken by some serial killer or a rapist.
It means she was swallowed up by a being made of stars and planets. How is that better?
Fair enough. So, what was her last name? Did she tell you that much? Maybe we can check online for a missing persons report. You could call the police and tell them you know where the video was taken.
I don't know. There still is a part of me that thinks that, like...
What, that you dreamed it? Dude, I don't know. That would be a pretty specific dream. So you think you went into the factory, came home, and then had a really realistic dream where you met a missing girl you hadn't seen before?
But... You see, she didn't exactly look like the girl in the video. There was something skeletal about her appearance. Something otherworldly.
Otherworldly?
Yeah. Dude, just forget I said it. Did the pictures upload?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
How is this possible? They completely distorted the photos!
Holy shit!
Okay, well, yeah, this is pretty otherworldly.
It was as if someone had cracked an egg over my head. What trickled out was hot dread, a feeling of pure anxiety. All of my fears were confirmed. What I was experiencing was real. There was no doubt about it. We uploaded the photos to Onism 1999 and waited for an explanation. We had our doubters, but more people wanted to believe than not. And with each reply, Sammy got pushed further away from the forefront of the discussion. I explained how the building was the same one from the elevator girl video, that everyone was more concerned by the creepy figures in the photo. Each time my little mailbox turned red, I slowly realized that everyone on this forum wanted the content to be true. They needed it to be. A few people tried to explain why the photos were distorted, but most people believed it to be ghosts, or the devil, or other stupid things like that. I considered myself something of a philosopher in college. I thought I had answers, but now that I've come face to face with the otherworldly, I know now that every person who tells you about spirituality, dead people, and all that have no idea what they're talking about. Someone told a lie and it somehow stuck. I told the truth, and it just gets muddied up by that same ancient myth. With the exception of my post, most of the things on that forum seemed like lies. That wasn't until about 2 weeks after my post, when a user posted something about a girl who could rip holes in time and space. I wouldn't have believed it myself, but he had photos, and we had seen the girl before.
So you realize we've seen this chick before, right?
Oh, really? Where? Wait.
Knew you'd get there eventually. It's that old lady from the arcade.
Jeez, enough of that old crap. She's probably our age.
Don't lump me in with you 20-somethings. I have a bright future ahead of me.
Oh, if only you knew. Just wait till you're done with college. You'll be...
Boring and fat like the rest of your graduating class? I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, I will continue to be my interesting, slim, nubile self.
Nubile?
I stand by my statement. Anyway, let's take another look at those photos.
Wow. It's just so unbelievable. What is the likelihood that this is a thing?
It's incredibly unlikely. But since we've got nothing better to do, let's say we visit Ye Olde Arcade for some air hockey and interview an interdimensional traveler.
Michael and Alex genuinely have a good back and forth. Hey, it's been 2 weeks. Just check in. You did not have any idea what the scale you were doing is, did you? I don't know, more people are interested in her than in Alex. Well, nothing else seems to be different. Were you two here before? Yes and no. Look, the basis of the joke is not good, but the delivery is good. How do I get to that? Nope. A lot of adultery in this town. A lot of people way too interested in it, despite it not involving them. Tip, don't look at the camp.
So, you gonna talk to her?
Are you kidding me? That's totally your job. Just man up and say something to her.
Nah, I don't think I should. It'd be, good for you to learn to talk to girls before you go away to college.
I know how to talk to girls. But she is a senior citizen, man. What is she, like, 27? Ew. That's your thing, man.
I told you to cut it out with the age crap. She's probably no older than 24. And besides, aren't you the nubile one? You're much more desirable.
Yes, that's true, I am.
How can she hear us over the arcade noises?
Listen here, boys. We have a zero creeping on women policy here. If you'd like to ogle some women, I'm sure your mothers would love it if you were home in time for supper.
It's not that. It's just we have this photo of you that we would...
You've been taking photos of me? Wow. You guys are even more screwed up than I thought. Can't say you'd be the first pervs I've thrown out of this place.
I was not expecting the combat. Oh my god. These will attack all Karta rows of an enemy. User stuck in bleed state, but item effects are doubled. You can totally win this. I mean, attacking isn't going to do much here. Even with Panda, or L, with Cat, yeah, Panda Barrier and LP Toss. Well. Okay, so when an ally falls, Michael pulls out a gun for his neutral special.
My camera!
So I definitely should have bandaged.
Exposed my film!
Because I want to see, like, if this is an actual win. Nope, she stacks speed down.
I think I cracked my lens! I think I cracked my lens! Okay, we give in. Just, he's off. We didn't mean to be creepy.
Then why were you taking photographs of me?
Hey, we didn't take the photos. Someone on the internet did.
Someone on the internet? What are you talking about?
If you'd stop slamming our heads together for 1 minute, we'd love to explain.
Okay, explain.
There's this website where people post conspiracies and other weird things, and there's this photo of you, like, exploding things with your mind.
Exploding things with my mind. I haven't done that in a while, so I'm sure it's an old photo.
So you're not denying that you can do that?
Of course I can't. Not with my mind, at least. This goes against all the better judgment I have in me, but can you take me to a computer to show me these photos?
Yeah, sure. I live like 5 minutes from here.
Tip, someone should analyze you. Yeah? Can I go into the garage? No. What's your sister doing? Have you seen her lately? Show Vela pictures.
Well, that's me. Just, I don't know when these were taken.
How exactly do you explain all the blowing stuff up with your mind things? Can you really do that?
It's not exactly with my mind. I use sound. Remember when I kicked your ass earlier? I used the sound of my keytar to deal physical damage. If you study the physical properties of sound, you can learn enough about acoustics to both heal and damage objects orally.
Where did you learn to do something like that?
Oh, years of private practice and studying, really. So tell me more about this website. What is Onism 1999?
Basically, it's a place on the internet for people to talk about conspiracies, the occult, and anything supernatural.
Seems like something boys would like. Do you recognize the location from these photos?
That's behind the old grocery store. Obviously, you've been there before.
Interesting.
What's your name, by the way?
My name's Vela Wild. It's interesting to meet you. I'm guessing you're a cameraman, and this is your sidekick, Ginger Boy?
Usually I go by Alex. Only my mom is allowed to call me Ginger Boy.
She really gets us. You really would be my sidekick, Alex. Cameraman by day, Michael by night.
Right. So, Why do you two spend all your time on such odd websites? Do you really believe this stuff?
Michael and I spent the next hour or so recounting the events of me finding Sammy, and us running into the star creatures inside of the old factory. As we told the story, Bella just looked into my eyes and never reacted. I first began with trepidation. As I went on, I could tell she was doing her best to understand my story. Something felt familiar about her, but not in the I've met her sort of way. Something deeper. I dated a girl in college who was a women and gender studies major. She told me that she believed men and women were all the same at our core. That we were all made of the same elements, not just on a physical level, but in a metaphysical level. She was a strong believer in spirituality, although she'd be the first to tell you she was religious. She told me she believed everyone had soulmates, plural, a series of people we were compatible with. In her theory, this applied to friendship as well as romantic relationships. She said that when the universe was created, all matter was one object, and that since we're all matter, we are all the same. She said that she believes our soulmates were cut from the same section of that initial piece of matter. That unexpected feeling of familiarity you feel when you meet someone for the first time means you were meant to meet. I personally didn't believe it. I still don't think she has all her facts straight. But every time I feel what I felt when Bella looked in my eyes, I thought of this explanation.
Did you manage to speak with the entities?
The entities? I guess you mean the star creatures.
Yes, those are the ones.
No, we were too busy running for our lives.
Did you try and take photographs of them, Michael?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Bella told us things. Confusing things. Things that, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have believed. The way she spoke seemed two-sided. As if for a few moments, a side of her that she was trying to keep hidden was visible. And as soon as we noticed, she made to cover herself up. She made jokes more often than she was serious. But when the serious aspect of her personality appeared, I was convinced that's who she really was. This was almost more fascinating than the information she was giving us. That's the thing with people, isn't it? You can show them all the mysteries of the universe, but if they're distracted by the human element of the tale, they'll shift all of their attention there. Self-consumed with humanity. Self-consumed with other people. You know? It's just how people are.
My experience with them is limited, but what I've observed was powerful. I understand that what I'm about to tell you will sound like a lie, so I ask you to look past the words I'm saying and hear the truth behind them. A short time ago, I entered into a dark place, both physically and metaphysically. While I was there, I encountered the entities for the first time. I can't say what about their presence was so striking to me, but the moment I saw them, I felt something. Something that was weighted. Like their bodies took up the entirety of the room, as if they were the room. At first, I approached one and we spoke. However, the contents of the conversation isn't important to the story. Something I said upset it, and it tried to grab me. It was almost like a mother trying to smother its child. The pain was beyond description. It scared me to death. The entity was incredibly heavy. I managed to break free, but the weight of the thing remained on me. And for the entirety of the following week, it was as if someone was twisting a drill inside me. My head would throb, and the pain felt bone deep. You probably can't imagine what it was like, you two, but just the thought of the pain now brings tears to my eyes.
I reflected on her story. I wanted to reply, but something inside me told me to let the words hang in the air. It was as if the longer the pause between her words and mine, the more truth they carried. Finally, I spoke. That's horrifying. But can you explain what you mean by entered a dark place? Or more importantly, physically and metaphysically? I can understand doing it physically and mentally, but I need some help with the meta part.
Metaphysical is a word, an adjective to be more specific. It means pertaining to or of the nature of metaphysics. Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that includes the first principles, includes ontology and cosmology, and is intimately connected with epistemology. Epistemology is, of course, a branch of philosophy that investigates the origin, nature, methods, and limits of human knowledge.
Thank you for the definition, which I already knew. I was looking for something more concrete, more tangible.
I'm afraid that's all I feel comfortable telling you. I don't know you at all, and to reveal something so personal seems like I'd be opening myself up to vulnerability.
Do you mean to imply that you found a way to exist inside of a metaphysical space? That you...
Enough! I don't need to talk about this with you. It makes me uncomfortable. Don't you get that?
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off.
Look, I need to get back to the arcade. I was technically in the middle of a shift. I'm gonna write my number down. Call me if you see any more interesting comments on my photos or have a run-in with the entities.
Wait, I have one more question before you go.
All right.
How did you get to be so powerful? You took both of us on and barely broke a sweat.
You act as if that's impressive. Look, I've trained myself in the metaphysical space, inside of the mind dungeon. I like you two, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Here is one last number. Call it if you ever want to open your mind and expand your battle abilities. That's all I'll say for now. The guy on the other end can explain more.
The Mind Dungeon is now available. You can access the Mind Dungeon from any phone. This location is vital in developing your party's abilities. Do not neglect to visit here often.
The way I look at it, we have two things we need to do. If we want to hang out with Vela again, we're gonna need to train ourselves. Also, if we want to call her, we're gonna need to search Onism 1999 for some interesting posts.
Okay, simple enough. Go grind and then give Villa a call.
Yeah, but don't forget to search Onism 1999 for some good posts. She'll probably hang up on you and kick our butts again if we don't have anything cool.
Man, are we even cool enough to hang out with someone like her?
No.
Nope! I'm still growing, and you're an overgrown man-child who can barely pick up a record. So let's head out of Frankton and try to find some things to beat up.
Sounds good. We should stock up on some healing items at the burger joint before heading out.
Another day, another weird phone call?
Hey! Just calling to see if you figured it out. I would love to just come out and say it, but I think it would scare you to death. And that would ruin everything.
Nope. I haven't figured anything out. Look, if you're just gonna keep calling me and say vague, creepy shit, you should at least tell me your name.
Ah! It's your best childhood friend. Think back to when you met me. We were kids. I think Losing My Religion by R.E.M. had just become a big hit. My mom didn't want me listening to it because she was afraid it would turn me into a bad kid or something. I went over to your house and we listened to it on your stereo for hours. My mom came to pick me up from your house, heard the song, and freaked out. How can you not remember that? It was the funniest thing.
The story was so specific. It sounded so familiar, and yet I couldn't place it. It was like I had read it in a book somewhere or watched it on a TV show. But still, no particular name or day came to mind.
Yeah, you're right. You probably wouldn't remember that. Look, I'm going to keep calling you until you remember me. Remember what you used to say. Everything happens for a reason. That reason is nothing happens for any reason.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, they wait until chapter 2 to let you level up. This is new.
Excuse me. No, seriously, I'm fine. Please don't fret. I'm Marlene, although that's just the name my parents gave me. Please call me Crow, although most people just call me Kay. You look confused. May I ask why? Oh, you don't say. Please forgive my rudeness. I don't mean to pry, but I can't help myself. Welcome to the Dungeon of the Mind. I imagine this is your first time here? Ah, I see. I see. Where should I begin? Well, first I should begin by saying in the fight between you and the Mind Dungeon, back the Mind Dungeon. For all intents and purposes, the Mind Dungeon is the only thing that truly exists. Everything else is just shattered fragments of time and matter floating in the soul space. Remember to save often. One advantage in keeping a diary is that you become aware, with reassuring clarity, of the changes in which you constantly suffer. Plus, it's never fun to lose progress. Well, good luck. I've often said that it's comforting to reflect that the disproportion of things in the world seems to be only arithmetical. I'm not really sure what I mean by that either. Lastly, in my pseudo-philosophical rantings, I forgot to mention something vital. You may have heard this in a distant dream, but I feel like I should remind you. When you kill an enemy, it's dead forever. Killing enemies gives you experience points. Remember though, you can decide not to kill any enemy and avoid the battle altogether. However, doing so might not be wise all the time, since you'll want to find experience points to spend on character upgrades.
So we can choose different upgrade paths, it seems. Self, Sun, and Holy Thief. Self gives 5 life, 4 luck, 2 agility, 4 strength, 128 speed, 3 piercing. This moves a point from life to luck and a point from strength to speed. That boosts piercing. I'm going to go for that little bit of extra speed. Cost 100 experience to go up a floor and thus a level. Or down a floor, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
I think this is using the Mario RPG system of stats will normalize regardless of choices at a certain point.
Okay.
Hey there, gamer. I see you found your way. Hop up here and Jocasta will show you something exciting.
Yeah, this is a completely different thing from what it used to be. Parta key required.
You see that golden egg? It's called a foil. Inside is a carta. Go ahead. Open it. Oh, wait. I forgot. You can't do it without one of these. This is a carta key. Bring me a gift, and I'll give you one. Oh, do you have a gift for me?
Give her a heart and get a key in return. Oh, the elements. Metal saws wood, wood grows out of the earth, earth absorbs water, water extinguishes fire, fire heats metal. Metal shovels earth, earth covers fire, fire burns wood, wood drinks water, water rusts metal. So each element seems to beat the next two elements on the wheel. The affinity matches, a clash will occur. The defending element will be weak to the attacking element. Use the guide icons to check the affinity type. Plus, minus, and plus equals. And then we can review the different other tutorials. Hang on, there were more pages there. Let's see. So we've already worked out the back, middle, and front rows. The enemy inside of the foil to obtain the Carta it holds. Obtained Carta, go to the bottom shelf of the Carta menu. Each Carta type has a level and an HP stat. The stats are shared among copies of that Carta. Carta HP will be consumed when an actor takes a hit in battle and will protect an actor's life. Some skills and piercing attacks may ignore the protection. When a Carta is used where all its HP is reduced to 0, it will be destroyed. Destroyed Carta will be fully healed at the end of battle, so use them as much as you need to. If Carta is low on HP, it's often a good idea to use it. Each Carta has a hand and use effect. We figured that out. The passive and active effects. Hand effects. Some hand effects will cease upon use, but others may persist even if a card has been destroyed or discarded. Be restored at the end of battle, so use them as often as you fit. Knowing when to hold them and when to use them is key to success. Carta are your first line of defense, but don't be scared to sacrifice that defense. Aggression in battle is often rewarded. Experiment with different Carta combinations, especially if you find yourself losing to a tough enemy. That's the wrong form of losing. If you need more Carta, seek out gifts to give Jocasta in the Mine Dungeon. She'll reward you with foil keys. If a Carta takes damage greater than its own HP, the damage will not be applied to the Carta in the next rows down, so even Carta with low HP make good shields. If you use a Carta and it breaks before you reach the end of the attack zone, fear not, it will still be used. Oh, that is a big and a stat explanation. Level represents the number of levels of floors one has descended in the Mine Dungeon. Level can be used as a metric for overall strength. Carta, Mysterious Carta will protect your life, or can be sacrificed to make an advantage. Life is how much blood in your body. Attack, speed, moves along the timeline. Luck, more luck, higher chance to crit. Luck works in other mysterious ways. It's good to be lucky. Piercing power, the higher the number, the more likely you'll directly attack the target life, piercing through Carta defenses. Agility is just dodging. Okay. You have ailments, bleed, fire. Take fire elemental damage continuously. Water elements or liquids may combat this ailment. Blind, chains of hitting is reduced. Mesmerized, unable to act normally. Afflicted may attack a party member at random. Under heavy fire, take damage continuously until the next action. Nostalgic, unable to act at all. Stuck dealing with the feelings of the past. And the timeline, we figured that out already. Sounds like there might be some other stuff to find around here that Jocasta might be interested in. And even if not, it's still, like, really cool looking. It's like, if I look at my Carta now... Okay. The level does not change. Hey, Bro is in Michael's place right now. A mysterious intruder, plagued by mysterious visions of parallel realities. Weird. something in this cage. I don't know if we can really do much in here right now. Oh, that is a button. Skill from Michael. Soul capture. Summon a copy of the target enemy. Yet, the question. That is the cameraman that Michael was talking to. So I can't get past that until I can break those boulders. I need fire to light those candles. Those are different from the rude party guests. I do like this use abilities to get abilities thing, though. Let's see. Well, let's hand over a heart, I suppose, maybe. Oh, here I just get Alex's selfish love. Take a Carta from a party member. Okay, so this is an unfilled one. Presumably when I get all the party members, I can take that. Or that's just for someone I don't have yet. The seamstress. Have you seen the dungeon master? Promised me more thread. I have so many to tend to and so few supplies. Okay, spend blood bags to power up Carta. Let's hand over a heart, I suppose.
Do you have a gift for me? Didn't think I'd ever get something so special from a gamer. You only have one heart, though. Are you sure you'll be able to stop at just one Carta?
Hang on. What are you doing here? So Crow has Cut Deck, heal all Carta, all allies by 2 HP. And Carta. Cut Deck, small damage to all Carta of target. Throw stick, 1.6 times, 6-2 damage to enemy party member. To enemy party upon stick turning.
Wait for me.
Blood bag out of it. And the fattened calf Carta. Plus 10 max PP for entire battle, heal Carta of all allies. That should go in the front because it doesn't matter if it goes down. Because it is a permanent buff. This seamstress, life doubled, regenerate life every turn. The regenerate means it should go in the back. Then I can use the blood bag from the unlock to level up whatever I want. Why do we live? To process memes? To select for them using consciousness? Without a body, I can't pass on my genes. As a projection of the mind, I fear becoming a vessel for an idea. the meme host, the Onism Man. I don't know what that one is. Geez, there's just a lot of stuff in here. This is so cool. It used to just be like walk down a hallway and talk to Crow and level up a stat of your choosing. Let's see. I send Dolly up the ramp? No. And I cannot use Dolly midair. It's probably going to be all I can do for this first visit. Yeah. You pet the cow. I'm gonna hold on to my money, or my blood bags there. Okay.
You have mail. I don't know about you, but I feel stronger. I think you can see my biceps now.
Hell yeah. I'm not really worried about how I look. I'm more concerned about how I feel.
Yeah, you would say that.
Ignoring that, do you think we're strong enough to call Vela up?
Probably not. But might as well give it a shot if we can find anything good on Onism. Have you logged on today?
We'll do that. Next time on Let's Play Y2K. Wow. Oops. Yeah, next time, I'm gonna browse Onism and check if there's anywhere outside of Frankton we can go. Yeah. See you guys later.